Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I was scrolling through WhatsApp the other day and I came across this advert for astaxanthin, and it reminded me that I owe you guys a review of my experience with astaxanthin months back. So I decided to get astaxanthin as kind of like a sunscreen pill, in the sense that I needed something that would help to block out UVA rays. Now, when I was doing my research for astaxanthin, I came to realize that most positive reviews when it comes to some related incidents came from white folks, in the sense that when they use these pills, they don't burn, but they develop like a lovely tan. In some cases, some people went as far as stopping the use of sunscreen entirely and just relying on the pills alone, and they came to realize that they don't burn while using the pills. They just develop like this lovely tan. Now, for some people, they continue using their sunscreen while using the pill, and what they came to notice is that unlike when using sunscreen alone, the chances of them getting burnt was quite less when using the pills. So basically, it worked against blocking UVB rays, but they were still tanning. So my experiment with this was to see whether it would work against UVA rays, in the sense that it would stop me from tanning while still using sunscreen. Sadly, I have to say that these pills did not do what they were supposed to do for me, and I was using them at a high dosage, in the sense that the regular dosage for this is 12 milligrams per day, but I was doing 24 milligrams per day, and still they didn't do what they were supposed to do. I was using these pills at 24 milligrams per day when these two sunscreens, this one from 𝐓𝐢𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐦𝐩𝐬 and this one from Malibu Sun, they wrecked my skin, in the sense that they didn't offer the UVA, UVB protection that they were supposed to offer, and in that sense, I got tan. Now, if these pills were supposed to have been working, they would have served as kind of like a backup defense for when those sunscreen failed, but they didn't do what they are supposed to do. So in a nutshell, the pills did not work for me when it comes to preventing UVA damage, aka tanning, aka sun-related hyperpigmentation. Didn't do what it was supposed to do. Now, would I continue using the pills? Yes, I would definitely continue using the pills, in the sense that research shows that the astaxanthin is 6,000 times more potent than vitamin C. I'm not a huge fan of vitamin C because, one, the taste, I don't like how it tastes, and two, it tends to the body doesn't really store vitamin C, in the sense that it just takes what it needs and the rest of them you just pee it out and that's it. With astaxanthin, it seems to stay in the body for a longer period of time, so that's why I want to get it. One thing I noticed while using the pills is that whenever I step out into the sun and I'm in direct sunlight for 20 to 30 minutes, my skin tends to develop this pinkish reddish hue. I don't know if it's from the pill or not, but considering that those pills, the content is quite red, it's probably from the pills, or maybe it's not from the pills, I don't know, but that is what I noticed while using the pills. My skin will develop this pinkish reddish hue. Then once I'm indoors, after some 10-20 minutes thereabouts, everything will come back down again. I don't know if it's from the pills or not, but I'm just saying that was my experience while using the pills. Now, two things I would advise you to note while using these pills is, one, you need to be on a high fat diet for these pills to work. Okay, not really high fat, but you need to have some level of fat in your diet for these pills to work, because they are liposoluble. If you're on a low fat diet, you will not get the best out of these pills. If you're on a keto diet, which is a very, very high fat diet, definitely you will get the most out of the pills. So like I said, just have it in mind that you need to be on an adequate fat diet for the pills to work. Two, beware of sorbitol. The first brand I got, I think, was Best Naturals, and that brand, their own version of the capsule of astaxanthin came with sorbitol in it, and that sorbitol gave me bloating. Whenever I used the pill, I would be bloated for the entire day. So once I was done with that brand, I switched to Nutricoast, and Nutricoast doesn't have sorbitol in it, so it doesn't give me that whole bloating effect per se. Now, another thing is, currently I think I still have half a bottle left, but I suspended using the pills because I'm currently on treatment for tuberculosis. If you guys remember in my last video, not my last video really, but that video where I talked about why I stopped using glutathione, when you're using very, very potent antioxidants, you need to be aware of what you are doing, in the sense that potent antioxidants can interfere with whatever treatments you're currently on or whatever medication you're on. So you need to be careful with that. So I'm not sure the relationship between astaxanthin and tuberculosis medication, so I kind of just stopped astaxanthin while I'm on the medication. I think I should be finishing my therapy this month or next month. So once I'm done with my tuberculosis therapy, I will resume taking the astaxanthin pills. For some reason, glutathione is not being pushed as a sunscreen pill, but if we are to go by the fact that sunscreen pills are basically pills that contain powerful antioxidants that work to block out the damaging effects of UV rays, it could be considered as one. Anyway, sadly, it's no longer my cup of tea. I don't know if I spoke about this in that video that I did about why I quit glutathione. While using that pill, I noticed one thing. If I have an injury, the melanin produced is dark melanin, not light-colored melanin. It's as if when it comes to sun exposure, it will produce light-colored melanin, but when it comes to any trauma to the skin or whatever, it will produce the dark pigment that is meant to produce. So it's kind of like the body has its own mechanism of knowing when to produce dark melanin and when to produce light-colored melanin, despite the presence of glutathione in the body. Very weird stuff. Anyway, that's all I have to say about the astaxanthin pill. So if you want to try it, do please note that in my personal experience, it did not work for sun-related hyperpigmentation. It did not work to prevent my skin from tanning. It does not block out UVA rays. In my personal experience, using 24 milligrams per day, your mileage might vary. If it does vary, do please let us know in the comment section down below. And I'm referring to dark-skinned individuals. Even if you're light-skinned, or sorry, even if you're a white person really, and you notice that this sunscreen did not make you tan, do please let us know. Maybe the brand you used was different or something, I don't know, but just let's have a conversation in the comment section down below. Don't forget to please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.